Hello travellers out there, it's a brand new week, so you know what that means. A new week with lots of adventures to be had, and I'm taking you guys along my adventures I get to this week. I've got Monday and Tuesday off. I'm not in work till Wednesday evening, so I was able to have a little bit of a lie-in. I got up and I got showered and changed, and had some lumbercad toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. Watched a bit of TV and some bear cuddles, and was watching some stuff off record. I just finished watching just a bit of music and just enjoying colouring in. My dad didn't have work today as he's got the flu, ironic, as he was supposed to have his flu jab today, so he's resting up. And me and my mum are watching this animal documentary thing, and my younger sister had her volunteering to go to at 2 o'clock, so I wished her luck with that, and then went off to go meet Tash up at the high street to go for a coffee catch up and for a little bit of a walk, and then we're going to be going to the square. And I got up to the high street and listened to some music on my headphones, and a lovely stroll up, and I went off to the flower shop and I got some flower starts on there to show you guys. They've always got such beautiful bouquets of flowers in there with such lovely colours on. I was having a great chat with the flower shopkeepers in there. I was telling them about how I tuned 5 yesterday night, so I can't believe I've seen them. They were so good. I then got some plants out from the plant section, and I'll show you guys those. Plant section is so pretty. All the plants are on the window. It's like a little jungle, and all succulents and cactuses and the pretty patterned leaves. I then went off and had a little one of the shops, and I went off to one of the cafes and got 2 mirrors. Mirrors in there are so pretty, and the pretty wallpaper as well, and the prints. I then met Tash at the Coffee Lab, one of my favourite coffee shops to go to, and I had a peach iced tea from there, and I'll show you guys that. The peach iced teas they're doing that are so delicious. We then headed off to get the bus to go off to the square in Sarah's place, which is just out of the town we live in, so I had to go past the hill coming into our town and headed off to go there, and we got off the bus stop and headed off there, and on the way to the Sarah's place I got some flower snaps, and I'll show you guys those. I was able to get lots of dahlia snaps, and dahlias are some of my favourite flowers to get snaps of. There's such lovely colours and patterns on. We then got into the sandwich place, and I had a coronation chicken sandwich with some coleslaw and some salad, and then had a bit of old school cake with a pot of tea, and I'll show you guys that. Coronation chicken sandwich with the coleslaw and the salad was so delicious. I love coleslaw so much, and the pot of tea with the old school cake was so good. And the coronation chicken had a bit of a kick to it, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. They did say when I ordered it, it was a little bit spicy, but it didn't faze me, which is good. I was expecting it to blow my head off, but luckily it didn't. We then stayed in there for a little bit to just let our food go down, then went off for a little bit of a walk, and went off to one of the pubs on the way back, and there are a load of pretty mirrors up in there, and I got some mirror glass. I love a mirror selfie, as you guys know. I then got a drink from there, and me and Tash stayed in there and had some drinks, and I'll show you guys a snap of the drink I had. I love Jade Rose so much, they're so delicious. We then made our way back, and on the way back I got the snap taken off me in front of this path with all these autumn leaves on, and I'll show you guys that. I love all the orange, yellow and red leaves on the ground and like on the trees. It's just so beautiful. I then went off to Tesco's with Tash so I could get my photo for my passport for when we go to Disneyland Paris. And then we went off and had one sort of charge shops, and Tash had to head off. I thanked her for a lovely day, and then I made way back, and on the way back I was listening to music on my headphones, just a bit more Five. I still can't believe I saw them, they were so good. I then got back and I was writing a bit of my journal entry for today, just a bit of music and just doing some drawing and colouring in, watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. And then for my tea I had a mac and cheese, and I'll show you guys that. I haven't had mac and cheese in ages and it was so delicious, lovely and cheesy. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was reading a bit more of If This Gets Out. And I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away, Uni Soaps and Big Brother. I shall see you with more vlog tomorrow. It's now Tuesday and I got up early so I could catch up on Neighbours and not be interrupted. Unfortunately my mum got up, but she says she doesn't like it, but she's then been like, is that character still that character, or saying things on the storyline? So I was like, you must be enjoying it if you are getting involved with the drama. And she was on a tablet anyway, so I watched that while she was on a tablet in tablet land, watching TikTok lives with my younger sister. I then had some peanut butter toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast and got showered and changed. And then I was just listening to a bit of music, working some illustrations and colouring some videos in, and watching vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and then tidied up my office and my dolls and dollhouse a little bit. I then got myself ready to go off for a walk, and it was overcast but dry, which I don't mind, and it was a little bit nippy, but I like overcast weather, and when it's not too warm, not too cold, just in the middle, perfect type of weather for me. And I was listening to music whilst on my walk and got some flower snaps, and I'm going to show you guys those. I had a lovely stroll. I was able to get such beautiful flower snaps with lovely colours and patterns on. I also came across these beautiful coloured autumn leaves, and I'll show you guys those. They've got such beautiful colours and patterns on. I love all the orange and yellow and red leaves, especially the leaves on the ground when they crunch beneath your feet. It's the sound of autumn. I then went off and had like one sort of child shops. I went off to one of the book shops, and I just love the smell of old books so much. Then bumped into one of my friends whilst having a look in Aldi at the Best Buy section. Always love having a look at that section in Aldi. I then went off to W Express, but it's not called W Express anymore. I keep forgetting what it's now called. I had a look in there at the stationery section, but I was like, nope, Dan, you don't need any more notebooks. I have enough notebooks to probably open my own stationery shop, because I just love a bit of stationery. I mean, who doesn't love stationery, especially notebooks? I love notebooks. I then popped into one of the cafes and got a hot chocolate from there, and I got a caramel one, and I'll show you guys that. It was so delicious, lovely and caramelly, and I didn't know they did syrups, so I got that. I also got a snap of this little table near the entrance to the cafe with this vase and beautiful lamp on, and I'll show you guys that. It's so beautiful in there, with really pretty patterned wallpaper and lanterns in there, and even the sinks in the bathrooms are stunning, and I'll show you guys a snap of one of the sinks from the bathroom. They're so pretty. I would love to have sinks like that in my house. My dream house would have sinks like that. I then got 2 mirror selfies from there. That flower wallpaper is so pretty. I then went off and had a look at some more of the shops, and then saw Tash on her lunch break at our workplace, so I went over and had a chat with her. And then I went off to Surroundings. It's really cool shop that I always love going to. They always have the best socks in there. I was chatting with the shopkeepers in there about seeing Five. I then made way back, and I managed to avoid the rain whilst in the coffee shop and going into and out of the child shops. But then on the way back it started to rain a little bit, and I was just like, it is what it is. It's just a little bit of water. It didn't get too wet. My feet got a little bit wet though, which was annoying, but I loved the rain and that earthy musty smell that the rain leaves. just one of my favourite smells, so I was enjoying it, and it was actually quite refreshing, to be honest. And I was listening to music on my headphones on the way back. When I got back, and my dad was sorting out the car out the front, so Bear was literally up on the sink that looks out to the driveway, barking and going crazy. He's a nosy bugger and wanted to see what my dad was doing, so he was barking a bit, getting a bit hyper, bless him. And he's been sleeping most of the day due to the weather being rainy, and he's not a big fan of the rain, so don't think we'll be taking him for a walk today, which he'll probably be a bit fell later on. And last night he was barking a little bit. He's getting a lot better at not barking at night, but still barks a little bit sometimes. But you're not to go down to dumb, because that means if you go down to dumb, it means they think, oh, if I bark, I'll get attention. It's kind of like with a baby, when a baby cries, you're supposed to leave them. So I was actually laid in bed with my pillows over my ears, because I'm such a light sleeper, whilst all my other family didn't even hear it. I was like, what the heck? He was barking so loudly. But he's getting a lot better, and he's getting the snip in a few weeks' time, which means he will be a little bit less bonkers and hopefully should mellow a little bit. It's crossed. I then was just working on some illustrations and colour self-dosing, and watched Last Christmas, which is one of my favourite Christmas films, with Emma Thompson, Emilia Clarke, and that hunk from the Crazy Rich Asians movie. He plays the main guy, and I just love that film so much. Bit of a sad ending, and I remember seeing the trailer and I literally guessed it and was like, I bet this is what happens. But still a great film, and with George Michael's catalogue in there, just love it. I love it, George Michael, and I just love that film so much. And my dad's now going off to do a disco, and then he's going to be coming back and dropping me off to Jigsaw volunteering that I do on Tuesday nights. And I'm now off to go and write some more of my journal entry for today, and then watch today's Home and Away and just chill before going off to Jigsaw volunteering, and just see you with a bit more to vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at Jigsaw volunteering that I do on Tuesday nights, and it was the first session back after being on half term, so it's great to see everybody again. And we were doing some arts and craft, we did a quiz, I had some hot chocolates, and then we were sorting through the activities that we've got planned for this term, and the kids got to vote on which ones they liked and wanted to do. And then it was the end of the session, and I got picked up by my dad. Got back, and for my tea I had a burger and chips from the takeaway, and I'll show you guys that. It was so good. The burger was humongous, and then I finished sorting out my Blue Tick doll, and I'll show you guys that. Here's my Blue Tick doll's new look. It's very autumnal. Starting off with the shoes. She's got some white cowgirl boots on with some denim jeans. Then she's got this yellow, mustard coloured checkered flannel with this blue, purple and pink and orange striped jumper. Then she's got a little bit of a shaggy haircut going on. This is her new hairstyle. I'm loving it. Still working on the new hairdo. I am now off to go and get into my PJs and then finish writing my journal entry for today. And then I'm going to be watching today's Home and Away and UK soaps and the British Bake Off final, which is this evening. And I shall see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Wednesday, and I got up after a lie-in. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, just a bit of music and just watched a bit of TV. I was having some bear cuddles. I then was just reading a bit more of If This Gets Out, went to some illustrations and colour self-dosing, and just tidied up my office and my dolls and dollhouse, and then got myself ready to go off for a walk. And most of my walk I was listening to music on my headphones, having a lovely stroll, and it was lovely and dry, and I was enjoying the crisp leaves beneath my feet, and the orange and yellow and red leaves on the trees and on the ground as well, and got some selfies in front of some of the autumnal leaves. I then made my way up to the garden centre, my happy place, and I got up to the garden centre, and it was like Santa's grotto. There was just so many beautiful Christmas displays up with lots of Santa Clauses hanging from the ceilings in little like balloons and with all parachutes and Christmas trees and inflatables, and I got some snaps of some of the Christmas displays. I'm going to show you guys those. just getting me so festive with all the Christmas music playing as well, and had a look at the Christmas food and cakes and the advent calendars and the little gifts that they've got in there that you could get for people, like gift ideas and stuff like that. And then I had a look at the home and the stationery section and the little sweet section, and then I was having a look at some of the plushies and some of the cuddly toys, and went off to the cafe and had some lunch from there. And I got a tuna cheese sandwich with some chips and some salad, and had a pot of tea with that. It was so delicious. I was then just chilling in there for a bit, letting my food go down. I was enjoying the music they were playing in there. I was then just chatting with one of my mates who works in the cafe, who I hadn't seen for a while. I was having a nice catch up with him. I then went off and had a look around some more at the garden centre, and I was getting some selfies of some of the Christmas displays. I just love all the archways and the wreaths and the Christmas trees and all the beautiful decorations. I was looking at the chocolate and the sweet section, and started to get some sweets, but decided not to. I'm trying to be good. And then I got some plants out of the plant section. They've always got such beautiful plant displays in there, with such lovely succulents and cactuses with pretty patterned leaves and beautiful plant pots. And they had this glass thing with this little pumpkin in and little toadstools, which is so cute, and the little animal plant pots are so adorable. I even managed to get a few flower snaps. I didn't think I was going to be able to with it coming to like autumn winter time, but managed to, and there's such lovely colours on, and I'm sure you guys those. I just love flower and plant photography so much, find it so therapeutic. I then made my way back from being at the garden centre. On the way back from being at the garden centre, I was listening to a bit of Michael Bublé Christmas after being at the garden centre and seeing it all decorated with Christmas and having the Christmas music playing. It got me feeling very festive, and it's only like 50 days now, which is insane. I really need to start planning to get some Christmas shopping done. I like to start in November, as December is a very busy time for my workplace, so I always like to get on top of that. Last year I didn't even get the Christmas cards done till very late, as I've been so busy, so I'm trying to get on top of that. I then got back and my mum and dad were getting ready to go off for my mum's doctor's appointment that my dad was taking her to, and I may or may not have to walk to work if they're not back in time. I did say I could walk up, but my dad said he doesn't mind dropping me up if they're back in time. I've got my uniform ready, and if I do have to walk up, I don't mind. I'll just put my headphones on and have a nice stroll up. It's nice to dry out there. Thankfully the rain stopped. I'm hoping that we get some nice dry autumnal weather now, because I'm done with the rain and the wind. Just do not like this rain at all, and especially that light rain where you think it's not going to be that bad, and then you go out and it absolutely gets you soaked. Not good. I then had a cup of tea in my Christmas mug that I got from Surroundings, the little gingerbread one with little gingerbread men on, which is so adorable. It's a bit of a small cup, but I still managed to have a pretty decent cup of tea in there, which is really good. And then me and my younger sister were just watching a little bit of TV, and we're listening to the Christmas music channel. They've got playing all the classics, and I was having some bear cuddles, and I'm now off to go and put on a Christmas film, probably The Holiday, and then just chill before going off to work this evening. I shall see you with more of the vlog when I'm back from work. It's late on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at work, so I got myself ready for work, and I've watched Mamma Mia whilst getting ready for work. I love that film. Me and Tash are always saying about how we're going to go to Greece one day and recreate some of the scenes from that film. I then headed off to work, and I had to walk up to work as my mum and dad weren't going to be back in time for me to get dropped up by one of them, as the traffic is so bad at the moment, as we only have one way to get in and out of the place we live at the moment, as the hill leading into our town is currently closed and having work done, so it's been horrendous with the traffic. And the weather was quite warm. It was about 15 degrees, which is crazy for this time of year. I thought it was going to be freezing cold, but luckily it wasn't, and I had a nice slow stroll up to work and was listening to music on my headphones. I then sat on a bench and just some music and just chilled before work started, as I was up to work a little bit early. I then went to work, got clocked in and put my bag away. I had my drink that I'd got for work. I then was just wanting some food and drinks, did some food drink orders and drinks making and clean tables, and so on, tried to sell the regulars. And it's just me and one other colleague on shift. I mean, obviously smashed the clothes and got out by about 10ish. I then clocked off and got picked up by my mum. I then got home and I got into my PJs, and my older sister was over after being at rugby, so I was having a nice chat with her. She then went off home and I put my work clothes in the wash, as I'm now not in till Saturday evening, and got into my PJs. I then phoned my bestie Tash and was chatting with her all about how work had been and asking her all about how football had gone, as she has football on Wednesday nights. And then for my tea, I had a chicken Caesar pasta pot, and I'm obsessed with these chicken Caesar pasta pots. They are so good. I just love Caesar sour cream. It's probably one of my favourite condiments, and I'm going to show you guys a snap of that. And after I'd had my chicken Caesar pasta pot, I was then just watching a little bit of QI. I love that show so much. My older sister then went off home, and I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, and had some cereal and some Rice Krispies, which are my favourite cereal. They are so good, and I love when you put your ear to it, it crackles. I then was just watching today's Home and Away and UK soaps, and I'm now off to go and watch this season Big Brother, and just see if more vlog tomorrow. It's now Thursday, and I got up after a lie-in and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I've been loving buttered toast at the moment, can't get enough of the stuff. I was then just watching some TV, just a bit of music. I was having some bear cuddles, and then played with Bear out in the garden. She's got a lot of energy, so I had a lot of energy to burn off. I then was just listening to the Christmas music channel they've got on one of the music channels, and I've been loving that, getting me feeling very festive. It will soon be here, only like 49 days, which is insane. Need to get organised for some Christmas present buying and some Christmas card writing, as December is quite a busy month for my workplace, so I need to try and stay on top of that. Already have a few things in mind to get people, so I need to start sorting those out. And then I was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and Safari dog and cat videos, and my mum had gone off for a doctor's appointment, and she got back, and then me and my mum went off to go out for lunch with my grandma. And before getting my grandma from hers, we had to pop to the chemist around the corner from ours to get prescriptions for my mum and for my grandma, so we went in and collected those. Then we went round and picked my grandma up from hers, and we headed off to one of the pubs just down the road from ours, which my grandma loves to go to, and they do really good food in there. And I had a jacket potato from there and a bit of lemon drizzle, and I'll show you guys that. The jacket potato I had for my lunch was so good. I had a cheese and beans jacket potato, and I'm not normally a big fan of jacket potatoes, but the ones they do that are so nice. Really enjoyed that. They are the only ones, and my dad, that I will normally have. I then had a bit of lemon drizzle, and I love lemon drizzle cakes so much. It's probably one of my favourite cakes to have, and it had a bit of lemon curd in the middle, and I love lemon curd so much. We then went off to the high street so that my grandma could pop into the Co-op, get some bits from there. I then went off to have a look into the trad shops. I had my bag in the car, so I got that and went off. Thanked my mum and grandma for a lovely lunch, and then had a look in one of the stationery shops called Hoarders, and I didn't get anything, didn't need anything, but it was always nice to have a little bit of a look in there. I went off to one of the book shops as well. I love this one of our books so much. I then made my way down to my town's castle, and I got some autumnal snacks from there to show you guys. I'm so lucky to have a castle on my doorstep. It's now a hotel, but you can still go in there for afternoon teas and do tours. I've been there for afternoon tea before, but I haven't done a tour of there yet, and I'd love to do a tour of that with Tash someday. I then got a snap of these pumpkins by the entrance into the hotel, and I'll show you guys. It's such a beautiful pumpkin display with lovely coloured pumpkins and swedes, and they were probably grown in the little garden where they grow food and stuff for the castle's restaurant, which is so cool. I then went off into the gardens, which are so beautifully kept, and got some flowers that's on there that I'll show you guys. I was having a lovely stroll around the gardens and was listening to the birds singing, and it's just so peaceful in there. I then sat in there for a little bit in this little covered area, and then I was chatting with one of the groundskeepers who was telling me about the history of the gardens and some of the different flowers, like facts about them, which is really fascinating. I then went off inside of the castle and headed to the lounges where you can have afternoon teas or just pop in for a drink, and I've been in there a few times for just hot chocolates or cold drink, and I got some stats of the lounges and I'll show you guys those. They're so beautiful, with the fireplaces, the chandeliers, the tapestries, and the portraits of King Henry VIII, who stayed at the castle and has a suite where you can stay in, where he stayed there, and it's just so cool. I then headed off, and on my way out I got a snap sat in front of the pumpkin display by the entrance, and I'll show you guys that. I was trying to get a selfie in front of the pumpkins and it just wasn't working, and then one of the people who worked there walked past and offered to get a photo of me, so I got a photo sat down instead, which I had done last year as well. So it's becoming a bit of an annual thing now to get a photo sat in front of the pumpkins, and it's a really cute snap. I then headed off home, and on my way back I was listening to music on my headphones, and I got back and my mum was still at my grandma's, and me and my younger sister were watching Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, and then my dad went off to do a food shop and he got back. My mum now got back, and I then was just reading a bit more of If This Gets Out, listened to a bit of music, and was working on some illustrations and kind of sort of dozing. Turned up my office and my Dolls and Dollhouse, and then I watched a bit of Escape to Country, and then for my tea I had some curry, and I'll show you guys. The curry was so delicious. I then tidied away the kitchen, and I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then watch today's Home and Away, UK6 and Big Brother. I shall see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Friday and it's almost the weekend, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely end to your week. I got up early ready to go off to Mono Group and got showered and changed. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, watched a little bit of TV, listened to some music, and was having some bear cuddles. He's just so adorable and he's just getting so big. I then got dropped to Mono Group by my mum. Got to Mono Group and it was a full house. We were all there, which is great as two of the members weren't there last week as they were both off with this bad cold thing. Lots of things going around at the moment. I've got a bit of a tickly throat at the moment, so I know that I'm going to end up getting a cold, which is fun. It's like the start, you know, like really start to feel like you're going to be getting ill, which is always fun. But I'm feeling a lot better after having my shower. Got all like the stuff off my chest a bit, so I can now, I wasn't coughing as much as I was during the night last night, thankfully. And we were doing a bit of arts and crafts. Always love doing arts and crafts at the Morning Group, and we were making these autumnal wreaths from leaves from the garden, sticking them on with PVA glue, and it got all over my hands. But I love the sensation of like peeling it off my hands. I think quite a lot of people like that, and yeah, it was a really fun activity, and we were having a good natter, catching up, and I was telling them about how I'd seen Five, and then we had a little coffee and tea break and had some biscuits, and whilst we were having our coffee and tea break, I popped to the loo and ended up getting a mirror selfie from the bathroom, and I'll show you guys that. I love the fish on the tiles in that bathroom. They're so cute. I then got some flower snaps from the gardens, and I'll show you guys. They've got such beautiful flowers in that garden. The gardens are so lovely. I was having a bit of a stroll around there whilst we were on our little coffee and tea break. I then continued on with the crafts that we were doing, and then we finished those, and at the end of the session we got a snap holding all of our autumnal wreaths up that we'd made. They were a bit tricky with cutting the cardboard out and cutting the middle bit out, but they turned out really well. I then got picked up by my mum. I got home and I'm going to show you guys a clip of the autumnal wreath that we made at Morning Creep. Here's the autumnal wreath that we made at Morning Creep this morning. We cut out this cardboard circle, and I had to cut this middle bit out as well, which is quite tricky, but we managed to get them cut out, and then we stuck on with PVA glue all of these autumnal coloured leaves from the garden, and it turned out so well. I love all the different colours and patterns on the leaves, and then we put ribbons on to hang them up. I'm really impressed with those, and the colours on those leaves are so beautiful. I then had some peanut butter sandwiches and a cup of tea for my lunch, and then my mum and our family friend had gone off for food, and I was having a nice chat with our family friend, and she brought over the Christmas cake for us to decorate next month. And I've already got my first Christmas card. Cannot believe it, already Christmas cards are going out. I then got myself ready to go off for a stroll, and whilst on my walk I was listening to music on my headphones, enjoying the nice crisp autumnal weather. Lovely autumnal weather, nice and dry. Did start to spit a little bit whilst on my walk, but managed to not wane, thankfully. And I just love this type of weather, but it's not too hot, not too cold, just bang on in the middle, which is my favourite type of weather. And I was able to get some really pretty flower starts that I'll show you guys. I was quite surprised how many flower starts I was actually able to get snaps of, because it's coming to like autumn, winter months now. So normally you don't really get many flowers out and about, but I was able to get quite a few, lots of dahlias and roses, which are some of my favourite flowers to get snaps of. I then headed off to One Stop. I got myself a drink from there as I was quite thirsty, and although it's now autumn, it was actually really warm and I was absolutely melting, so had that, and I'd cooled down by then, thankfully. And then I ended up getting these chocolate Ferrero Rocher little stars that are out for Christmas, and I love chocolate Ferrero Rochers, they're so delicious, so I can't wait to tuck into some of these. I then got Jazz a birthday card. It's her birthday today. She's the big 2-0, can't believe it. She's no longer in her teens, she's on her way into her 20s, and yeah, I can't even remember what I did when I became 20. Seems like such a long time ago, even though I'm only 28, but it does feel like quite a long time ago now. But yeah, people say when you turn 20, they're like, it all goes downhill from here. Personally, I don't think that's true, because when you become 20, when you're a teenager, you're like, don't really know what's, you're a bit in limbo a little bit. But then when you're 20, and like when you get to your 20s, you start to kind of like map out a few things, and then start to like kind of navigate life a little bit better. And people always, oh, I don't want to be getting older. I love aging, because with each age you learn new things, meet new people, go on new adventures, and just enjoy the ride whilst we're here on this earth. Might as well just enjoy it while you can. And yeah, with all the ups and downs and twists and turns that life throws at you, it's just life, isn't it? And I then made my way back from being at One Stop, and on the way back I bumped into two of the regulars who were walking their dog, and their dog was jumping up at me because they could obviously smell bear, and then, oh, I'm so sorry, that it's fine. and they had a little puppy who was so cute, and I was giving him a few strokes and making a bit of a fuss of him. I only got back and Bear could smell the dog on me, so he was sniffing at me and then was a bit funny with me. He gets a bit jealous, bless him, and then he soon changed his tune and came over and was giving me lots of kisses. Loves to give me kisses and also loves to lick my ears, which he always ends up doing, and licking my head. He just loves licking skin for some reason. And then I had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was just writing a bit of my journal entry for today. Listened to a bit of music, I did some drawing and colouring in, and wrote out the birthday card, and I ended up writing to Dan. Meant to write to Jazz, so I had to quickly improvise and draw a heart and like colour that in and like change it so it doesn't say to Dan. I was like, for God's sake, that's not the first time I've done this before. And yeah, so I've written that and put that in my bag to give Tash and Jazz tonight when I see them, to give Jazz tonight when I see Tash, when we're going out for drinks first and then going into town. And then I took Bear off for a walk with my dad, and I joined them to take Bear, and he's getting a lot better on the lead. And whilst we were on our walk, I got this autumn leaf snap. I'm going to show you guys that. Those leaves have such beautiful colours and patterns on. We then got back and I watched Escape to the Country and a bit of Father Brown and some Doctor Who episodes, worked on some new illustrations and coloured some of those in, and was reading a bit more of If This Gets Out, which is so good. It was a little bit of a slow burner at the start, and I was just like, am I enjoying it? I didn't think I am. And then it's getting really good. I then watered my plants in the window, my succulents, and they are coming up really well. I had this plant spray stuff that I got from one of the plant shops, and I was spraying them with it, and it just wasn't really doing anything to them, and they just didn't look very happy. So I've now started filling them with water from the sink in the bathroom, only a tiny little bit, and each now and again I will like pick it up to check to see if it's gone, if there's no water in it, and if there's no water I'll put a little bit more in. But yeah, I'm really enjoying how the plants are looking at the moment in my bedroom window. They're looking really nice. And then we had our tea, and for tea I had pizza, and I'm sure you guys I had a cheese pizza. My mum and younger sister and my dad all had jacket potatoes, but I had a jacket potato for my lunch yesterday when we'd gone out for food with my mum and grandma, so I didn't fancy having two in a row. So I had my cheese pizza, and then I watched Home and Away, wrote some of my journal entry for today, and I'm now going off to just watch a little bit of TV, probably do a bit more drawing and just chill before going off to meet up with Tash and Jazz at the pub with Jenny before going off into town this evening, and to see you with a bit more vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being out in town with Tash and Jamie, celebrating Jamie's 20th birthday, and I met them at the George, so I made my way up there and we had some drinks there, and we show you guys at the start what sort of drinks we had while at the George. Had a great time at the George, having some drinks. I had a sex on the beach and a cola. We then went to our workplace and did some Sambuca shots, and headed off to get the bus into town. And we got into town and met up with two of Jazz's mates from uni, and went off to go to Lanes to do a bit of karaoke that we booked. And on the way there I got a snap of this amazing dragon street art, and I'm sure you guys that. I always love the street art in and around Bristol, it's just so beautiful. We then got to the Lanes and headed off in there for some drinks before going off to do some karaoke in one of the karaoke rooms. And we went upstairs to one of the different karaoke rooms that we hadn't been in before, and I got some shots of some of the funky artwork in there that I'm sure you guys. We had such a great time doing some karaoke in there, singing very loudly, lots of singing, lots of dancing, lots of laughter. It was so much fun. And then on the way to go to the Queen Shilling, I got the slap in front of the dragon artwork. I'm sure you guys that. Tash got the snap of me. She always gets such great snaps of me. Not only is she my best mate, but she's also my personal photographer. Always gets my good side. We then headed in to the Queen Shilling, and they had a Charlie XX and Chapel Wing party going on. So they were playing some really good songs of theirs. So we were dancing the night away, literally having so much fun. Lots of drinks, lots of dancing, lots of laughter. And this cute guy came up to me and started dancing with me and then gave me a kiss on the cheek. It's like, blimmin' heck. So yeah, obviously the bold look obviously works, and he was chatting with me for quite a while, really sweet. And yeah, I was having such a great evening, singing and dancing and just having so much fun with Tash and Jazz and one of Jazz's mates. There were two of them, but one of them had to go off home after the karaoke. And yeah, we were just having such a great evening, and me and Tash got a mirror selfie when popping to the Louvre, and I'll show you guys that. Such a cute mirror. Thought we'd get a mirror selfie in case we ended up dying, because the stairs are so steep and so slippery, but luckily we made it up and down in one piece. And then we called it a night. We were pretty pooped, and whilst waiting to get the bus back, we got some kebabs. Gotta be done to get a kebab at the end of a night out. Means that it was a very good night out. And I had a lamb kebab with some mint sauce and some jalapenos. I love jalapenos. I'm sure you guys that. It was so delicious. Absolutely devoured that. I was so hungry. Sitting and dancing the night away had made me have a very big appetite. We then got the bus back to Willowbrook, and then from there we got an Uber to drop off Jazz's mate back to theirs, and then got the Uber back to home. And I got off at Aldi bus stop, and then another bus came, so I was able to get that closer to where I live, so I didn't have to walk as far, thankfully. And I got back and I let myself in, and then I finished writing my journal entry, put that away, and I'm now off to go and watch today's UK6 Home and Away and Big Brother, and to see you more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Saturday, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely start to your weekend. I got up after a well-needed lie-in after my night out with Tash and Jazz, celebrating Jazz's 20th birthday last night. I was well and truly pooped, and I got up and I had some toast and a cup of tea for breakfast. I had a little bit of lemon curd toast. I love lemon curd so much. I was then just watching a little bit of TV, listening to some music, doing a bit of drawing and colouring in of some of my illustrations that I needed to finish off, and I was reading a bit more of If This Gets Out, which is such a good book. I really enjoyed that. It started off a little bit slow, but it's got really good, and I'm going through that quite quickly. And normally I'm quite a slow reader, but this book I'm going through so fast. Absolutely loving that. I then was watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. I was having some bear cuddles and playing with them out in the garden, and it was such a lovely sunny day, perfect autumn weather, and I decided to go off on a walk and enjoy this lovely sunshine weather. And it was a lovely autumnal crisp day with all the crunchy leaves beneath my feet, and I thought what better than to wear my autumnal jumper. I love this jumper. It's one of my favourite jumpers that I've owned, with the green and all the beautiful leaves. And I was listening to some music was on my walk and just enjoying the lovely sunshine and blue skies, and then headed up to the high street where I went off to the flower shop, and it shuts early, and I managed to get in there just in time before it closed. I've got some flower shots in there that I'll show you guys. They'd already started packing some of the bouquets away, but I was able to get a few fast ups of some of the bouquets, and they're just so beautiful and have such lovely colours on. I was then having a quick chat with the flower shopkeeper in there, and got some plants that's in there that I'll show you guys. They always have such beautiful plants in there, such a great selection with lots of succulents and cactuses and pretty patterned leaves and plant pots. And they started getting some of the Christmas stuff out, so some of the Christmas wreaths and robins and bits and pieces. So I was having a look at those. I then head off to have a look for some of the child shops, went off to one of the book shops and into Surroundings, which is one of my favourite shops to go into. I was having a great chat with the shopkeepers in there, and they loved my autumnal jumper, and the flower shopkeeper also complimented me on my jumper. So lots of people complimented me on this jumper, and I just love it so much. It's one of my favourite jumpers. I then went off into Aldi and had a look around there, and they have all their Christmas stuff out, all their Christmas food for like parties and stuff, and chocolates and advent calendars. I really want to get a white chocolate advent calendar, which I normally get each year, but I didn't seem to be selling them anywhere. I went to one stop to Aldi where they normally have them. I didn't have them, so I have to get a different one this year, which is a shame. But I think I might be getting one of the like Nesquik, like Nutella bar ones. I then went off to Co-op. I got myself some lunch from there. I got myself a drink for work this evening and for tomorrow's shift. And then I made my way back, and on my way back I was listening to music on my headphones, listened to a bit of Michael Bublé Christmas. It made me feel a bit festive. And then I got home and I was just telling my mum and younger sister all about how last night in town had been. And then I had my lunch and I had some cheese onion sandwiches, some barbecue loops and a cola, listened to a bit of music and did some illustrations in colour to dozing. Wrote some of my journal entry for today, and I'm now just chilling and just been watching a bit of Doctor Who, and I'm now off to go and catch up on Big Brother from last night, and we shall see when I'm back from work this evening. Vlog. It's late on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at work. So I had work 5 till close, and I got myself ready for work, and then got dropped out to work by my dad. I then got into work, got clocked in, and put my bag away. I got my drink out to have some of that I got for my work shift, and it was me and 2 other colleagues on shift, and it was so incredibly busy as it was our firework night display in our town. So there was lots of people in having coffees and hot chocolates and things like that before going off and seeing the fireworks. And they had a kids one first of all, where they were like quiet ones, and then they then had the adult ones later on. So of course, as the kids one finished, they then all came back to our workplace, so it got busier again. So it was like busy, then quiet, then really busy again. And then once the adult fireworks finished, we had lots of people coming back to our workplace. So we were running around like headless chickens. I was wanting so much food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and drinks making, and so on chat to some of the regulars, and was just getting some of the cleaning and toast done that I could get done. And in the end, it was me and Tash on till close, and our colleague, we were on with Fish at 10, and we didn't get out till gone midnight. I then clocked off, got my bag, and then got picked up by my mum. Got home, got into my PJs, and then for my tea I had a chicken Caesar salad, and I'll show you guys that. The chicken Caesar salad I had for tea was so delicious. I only finished my journal entry for today, got my uniform ready for work tomorrow. I'm doing a 10 till 2, a nice easy 10 till 2 4-hour shift, which I don't mind, and I get to have a little bit of a line because I don't start till 10, and I am now off to go and watch tonight's Strictly Come Dancing, and I'll see you in more vlog tomorrow. It's now Sunday, and I got up early ready to go off to work. I was doing a 10 till 2, so a nice easy 4-hour shift, and I was so cozy in my bed this morning. I just did not want to be getting up, and I then got up and showered and changed, and that helped wake me up a little bit and make me feel a little bit better, because I'm getting a little bit of a cold, a bit croaky, bit of a chest kind of thing, with a bit of a cough, and it sucks. It's annoying. It's a little thing like a cold can make you feel so crappy. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, had some bear cuddles, and he is just so adorable. And as soon as I saw him, he was wagging his tail, giving me lots of kisses. I was then just watching a bit of TV and listening to a bit of music, and had my Sunday playlist playing, and of course it had to have Easy Like Sunday Morning, what a tune. I then got dropped to work by my dad. I got into work, got clocked in and put my bag away. I got my drink that I got for work out and I had some of that, and it was me and 3 other colleagues on shift, as it was quite a busy shift as it was the Memorial Remembrance Sunday, so we had quite a lot of people in after they'd had the Remembrance Parade, and so we were on lots of like wanting food and drinks and doing lots of food and drink orders and drinks making, cleaning lots of tables, and I saw and chatted to lots of the regulars as well and did some drinks making, and we absolutely smashed it. There were people sitting inside as well as outside in the little like covered seating area we now have out there, so I was running through the rooms inside as well as outside, and then we had a musician coming in and she was playing from 1 till 3, and she always does such great covers and also does some original material. And so whilst I was cleaning tables, I caught myself singing along to a few of the songs she was singing, and then I fished at 3. I was supposed to be fishing at 2, but I was under no illusions that I'd be fishing at 2 with how busy it was, so I just cracked on and just was cleaning lots of tables, lots of food and drinks. Barely spoke on shift today because I was just so like focused on just getting all these tables clean and getting people sat on the tables, because as soon as one lot of people would leave, it was like 2 more lots of people would come in, so we're having to like try and get people sat down as quick as we can. But yeah, it's now over and I'm home, I'm free. Well, until tomorrow. I'm back in doing a 9 till 3 tomorrow, and I've got drinks training in the evening, so I'm probably just going to stay, just meet Tash for coffee at Coffee Wine, and then probably get some flower and plants that's in the flower shop, and then head back up for the drinks training at 4:30 instead of trying to go home and then having to come all the way back. And I clocked off, got changed to this jumper that I'm wearing right now, and then I went off to get the cash out for this week. I tried to get cash out instead of tapping on my card as much, which is a better way of trying to like watch what you're spending instead of tapping all the time, because when you tap you don't realise how much you're actually spending, whereas when it's in your hand you can like be a little bit more careful, and it seems to be working with me. I then popped a Co-op and got some bits from there and got some flower snacks for the little flower section. I'm sure you guys those. They've got such beautiful flowers in there, really pretty coloured flowers with pretty patterns on. I then got myself a peach-iced tea from the coffee shop just by Co-op, and I'll show you guys that. And it got picked up. I was going to walk home, but it started to rain, unfortunately. I was hoping to have a nice stroll back, but I wasn't able to as it was absolutely lashing it down. I then got back, put my dirty work clothes in the wash, and got my clean uniform ready for work tomorrow morning. And then I had my lunch I got from Co-op. I had some cheese and onion sandwiches with a cola and some of these chicken strips, which were so good. And then I got sent in our group chat from the outing we went on, a start with me and Tash that we got taken from Queen Shilling, where this guy with a camera comes around getting photos, and it turned out really well, and I'll show you guys that. I love that photo of me and Tash, it's so adorable. I then worked off my journal entry for today, worked on some illustrations and colours of dozing, and was just reading a little bit more of If This Gets Out, and watched some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and tidied up my office and dolls and dollhouse a little bit. And then my dad went off to collect my grandma for tea, and my mum was getting the roast ready, and it smelled so good. My mum then was like, "Tea's ready," and my grandma was over, and so was my older sister and my younger brother and his girlfriend, and we all headed off for tea, and I'll show you guys the Sunday roast that we had. The Sunday roast was so delicious with all the trimmings. I then helped tidy away, and then we watched a bit of Antiques Roadshow, and then we had some pudding, and I had a little bit of trifle, and I'll show you guys that. I bloody love trifle, it's so good. And then we just watched a little bit of TV and watched the Strictly results, and then my grandma got dropped home, and my older sister went home and stayed with my younger brother and his girlfriend, and I'm now off to go and finish watching my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to probably watch either The Holiday or The Grinch or Love Actually, or those Christmas kind of films, and just chill. And I hope you guys have all had a lovely week and weekend, and all have a great new week ahead. I shall see you with a new vlog very soon.